Hello, welcome, and thanks for stopping by. My name is Chris Miller, and I use natural and holistic practices to help people see their value, grow their self-esteem, and improve their physical and mental well-being. I really think this day and age, it's so important that we get in touch with who we really are. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about authenticity and living an authentic life, because we live in a culture, the majority of the culture, we're living a lie. We are saying and doing things either to please the people around us or to please the people we think should be pleased. And a lot of us aren't making the decisions that we're making based upon what's right for us and what aligns with our values. And I think it's evident because there's so much negativity, there's so much gossip, and there's so much going on where people are looking outside themselves to find that value when really they need to be looking inside and building what that value means. I know Elizabeth Gilbert is someone I follow and respect immensely, and she, from a very young age, she refused to not be a writer. Like, she didn't ask of it to pay her. She didn't want it necessarily to be making a living that way, and she just wrote and wrote and wrote, and I admire that so much because even for me in my life, I start and stop things like crazy. It's really unbelievable how much I get excited about something, start it, and then don't follow through. Even this video or podcast, I'm nervous that this will be the one that I'm excited about and I was motivated to do, and I put it up there and then I won't follow it up. So I think for me to be more authentic nowadays, I need to be sharing more about what I've had in my head for a really long time. And so a few of my goals this year are to step outside my comfort zone, do something that kind of makes me uncomfortable every day so that I can grow in different areas and feel more confident. More self-care practices, more meditation or journaling, or even creating a schedule, using essential oils to help kind of balance the things that I might be struggling with right now. And I wanted to encourage anyone who's listening to join me and really start to ask themselves the difficult questions of, who am I if no one else had a say? Or who would I be if I was the one that cared about my decisions? And really start to take a look at your decisions and say, is this something that I would choose to do to impress myself? And I know for a lot of people, the job is the biggest thing. They go into work, if they ask themselves that question while they're going into work, it's a tough one to answer. And if the answer is no, the job isn't really what's gonna serve you in being who you are, you don't have to quit. And I definitely highly suggest not doing that. There are a rare few people that quit their job, jump into something they love, and then just crush it. Personally, I'm not that nature. I freak out and then freeze. I don't get stuff done if I am backed into a corner. So for me, I have to remind myself that I'm uncomfortable where I am, and then either confront that uncomfortability by looking at it and letting it give me the motivation to do the things that I want to do, or if I know that I should do, like this video, or you can just ignore it. And maybe somewhere down the line, you end up self-sabotaging yourself, which is what I've done for most of the work that I've been at. And it's just I get to a place where I grow beyond where I am, and instead of doing the hard thing of finding something else, I just sabotage myself and I'm forced to leave. I don't recommend that. It's not fun. It does not feel good for your self-esteem, for sure. And really, I think what we're after is finding the little things that kind of light you up. And if you have trouble writing those down, if I asked you the question, what really drives you, or what do you get excited about? A lot of times people are stumped by that question and have a hard time writing that down. So what works for me, and what I suggest for those people that it's difficult for, is write down the things that you don't like. Write down the things that bug you, the things that drive you crazy, the things that you really hate about your environment, your life, and the world around you. And those things are so powerful because inherently within that problem, there is a solution. So if you look and say, I hate the way the country is running, well, then you can ask yourself why. And you can ask yourself, what is it within you that sees that it's wrong? And whatever that piece is, that's the piece you shine the light on, and that's the piece you bring more out and find ways to exercise that part of you that is excited about something. If you end up focusing on the negative and keeping on the negative, movement's not going to happen. If you focus on the negative and move into the positive of it and find out what it's calling you to do, maybe it's calling you to join a gym or to get out some anger that you have. Maybe there's someone in your life that just pisses you off, and it's not necessarily that person that you have to fix or move away from, but it's your own anger that you have to deal with. So taking responsibility for the things that you're feeling, taking blame away from the situation, and just getting really clear on what your values are and how you want to bring more of that out into the world. So I hope this was helpful. If you had any aha moments, please comment in whatever form you find this in. And I look forward to talking to you guys again. Thanks a lot for listening.